Okay, I think I'm live. Hi, you guys. Sorry I'm late. Okay, can you guys see me? What's up, you guys? So, I'm using my new. I got another camera. So I'm using my new Luminex camera. So I had to figure some stuff out with the settings. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Hopefully, the audio and the video are synced. Okay, good. You guys can see me and hear me. Yay! That's what's up. Thank you guys for waiting late night for me. I know I usually stream a little bit earlier, but I was editing. I had a lot of stuff going on. I had to go get my son from work. So if you guys are doing good, shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up to all my moderators? Happy Sunday, everybody. I'm so glad I was able to do some videos today, some voiceovers, and get them up. Like I told you guys, I'm trying to make up for lost time. I've been doing a lot of traveling. I had an awesome time in wretched ass Florida, okay? I had an awesome time. Met a lot of really cool people. Got to hang out with a few subscribers. Spoken Reasons came down to come meet up with me, and we had a really good time kicking it. Oh, you shut my door? Thank you. What are y'all cooking? All I smell is food. I'm hungry. So yeah, we had an awesome time. Let's see here. Oh, thank you guys. So yeah, no, it was awesome. We had a good time, and you guys know 2 weeks before that I was out in LA for YouTube Black. So I just been traveling a lot. I got a lot of stuff going on this year, a lot of business ventures. My next trip, I'm going to Arizona, you guys. In April. I'm super duper excited. I've never been to Arizona before. I'm going to be meeting with a lot of folks down there. I'm going to get a chance to meet Jennifer, my graphic design artist, who designs all of those cool, really, those cool cartoons that I put on my shirts. So I want to get a chance to meet her and a few other people. I'm going down there for business. It's going to be my first time in Arizona, and I'm super excited. So I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling this year. As I can meet people and do little mini meet and greets, I definitely will try to do that. But right now, I'm really on my business stuff. I just been staying super busy. So I'm super excited. Let's see here. Georgia, come to New Jersey. I will be back on the East Coast soon. Let's see. Hold on. Stella says you're going to AZ. I moved from AZ to Minnesota. Okay, how ironic. And I'm in Minnesota right now. I'm going to be going back to New York very soon. So while I'm out there, I do want to make a stop in Jersey. I usually go to a lot of different spots when I'm out on the East Coast. So maybe you'll run into me. Never know. Jay, I do want to come to Oakland. I've been invited by one of Too Short's homeboys. He does a podcast with him. And he invited me to come up there and come hang out with them. So I probably will be making a trip to Oakland. I'm going to be going a lot of places this year. Honey, when I tell you I've been so busy with just designing things, getting business stuff done, it's been crazy. Like I said, just staying positive and staying busy. And let me see who's all in here. We got a lot of people. Come to Akron, Ohio. If there's something going on, I will. Definitely want to come to the Bay. I'll be back in LA. I'm always in LA. That's nothing new. Let's see, we got a super chat. Our first super chat. Shout out to Adam Avila. She says, finally made it to your live. I love your commentary. You pushed me to question the status quo and to voice my opinion. Love you, T. Oh, that's so sweet. Love you too. And I'm glad that my videos make you think and, just see things outside the box. Like I said during my whole R. Kelly thing, that's the one thing I miss about today's world. Like, we're not able to just have dialogue. Like, okay, if you still want to listen to R. Kelly's music, that's fine. It's not bothering me. Like, why should I just, cancel you because you still want to listen to his music or you still want to listen to Michael Jackson's music? Like, why do people have to make decisions for us? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we just have dialogue without threatening people, without cussing them out, without, belittling them? And that's what's missing. It's like you cannot have a difference of opinion. If you don't agree with the masses, if you're not ready to join the whole cancel culture, then people turn on you so fast. So I'm glad that, with my content, I let people know, like, I might think outside the box. I may not agree with the majority of people, but you know what? I can stand in my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the whole Jussie Smollett situation. I got drugged, for weeks behind that situation. But I stood strong. I didn't care. I thought the story was bullshit. He's saying that he's not guilty. So at this point in time, we'll just have to wait and see how everything plays out. But people, you know what I'm saying, we need to stop being scared and stop trying to silence people that we have disagreements with. You know what I mean? That's not okay. And that's the part that like really just bothers me sometimes with social media. We got another super chat. What's up, Wendia? I see you in there. Let me see here. Soria, I'm sorry if I can't pronounce this. Sorayuki 35. She says, "Hey Tia, you're gonna do a makeup tutorial. I'm trying to copy your style." Thank you. The only thing I did tonight, I just put some eyebrow powder on. And I put like just like a little bit of face powder. That's it. And some lip gloss. So nothing too big. That's my sister. My sister is the girly one out of us. She's the one who knows how to do the makeup. That's why I was so grateful that she allowed me to fly her into Florida so she could hook me up. So she's the one who does all that. She braids hair on the side. She's a physical therapist, but on the side on the weekends, she does like any type of braiding you can think. She is a beast with the braids. So that's her thing. She's into Mac makeup. I'm the technical nerd, okay? I'm into Mac books. So my passion is like graphic design. If you guys haven't seen my new banners on YouTube, Twitter, and on my fan page, please check them out. Like that's my passion, is like creativity, anything technical. I'm really good with that. But when it comes to like girly stuff, like, you know, eyeshadow, it's like the hardest thing for me. It's like you can't do eyeshadow, but you can create an entire GIF or you can create an entire banner. So I don't know. I'm trying to get more girly though. You know, I'm trying to watch, you know, the Shalom Blacks, and, you know, I watch Jackie Aina. So I'm trying to get better with it. But until then, I'm definitely going to need a makeup artist in Arizona because of what I have going on, and possibly a hairstylist. So if you are in Arizona and you know how to do makeup for my skin tone, please contact me, please DM me, and I will hire you. So I will need a makeup artist. Let's see. Ashley Elliott says, "Keeping it real 100 always." Thank you so much for the super chat, baby. I appreciate it. We have 1,500 people in here. This is awesome. So we can go ahead and get started with the show. Let's see here. Oh, and let me say this. You know, I have a lot of different moderators, and I know people were asking, am I going to take certain people's wrenches away because of like some drama that's going on in this little section of YouTube. I don't do drama on my channel, so please don't come in here mentioning people's names. You know what I'm saying? People come to my channel to watch me, to sip tea. We don't do drama. We don't talk about other YouTubers. If somebody's a moderator in my chat just because they have issues with somebody else that I'm cool with, that is their business. I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't get involved in mess like that. People drag me all the time on YouTube, and y'all see, honey, I pay them no dust, okay? I pay them no attention like Beyonce. So just please don't come in my chat room, you know, talking about these people or ask me about them, because I'm cool with both ladies, and I don't care. I don't care about all the mess that's going on. That's their business, okay? So now that we gotten that out the way, we can go ahead and start the show. I love all my mods. You know, I wish you guys could get along in these YouTube streets, you know what I'm saying? And y'all could leave the drama alone. But again, everybody's grown. I'm not taking nobody's wrench away from them. What's up, Linus Sajuda and Miss A? I see Tracy in here. Hey, all my mods. I appreciate y'all for modding. Let's see here. Tierra Best says, "You skip me. Come to Baltimore. Love you, T." I love you too. I've been to Baltimore, but it's been a few years. Baltimore is rough. So you're going to have to like show me around. Because like, when we were there, I don't know if we were like in the hood or something. But Baltimore is rough. But I met like a lot of really sweet people out there though. A lot of cool people in Baltimore. Flossie Brooklyn, thank you for the $9.99. Oh, we got a $50 super chat. Oh my gosh. Jazz J. T, I'm only 24, but I'm like your biggest fan. You speak nothing but facts. I couldn't wait to catch your live stream just to donate to you. With every video, I can literally feel your energy and spirit. I hope you nothing but success. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Jazz. That means a lot to me, and I'm glad that I can inspire people. You know, I never sit on here to be a role model or to have people look up to me, But people have told me, especially when I was in Florida, I was just so surprised at how many people just randomly recognize me, will come up and talk to me, and really, made me feel good about public speaking and saying that they really, enjoyed what I had to say on the panel. And even people pulling me to the side and saying that they really respect how I handle my business on YouTube, how I don't feed into any negativity. I let folks say what the hell they want to say, and I pay their ass dust. Like, people really respect that, because so many times we tell kids, just ignore the drama, just ignore, bullies, just ignore people. And then as adults, we engage in the fuckery. So I'm glad I was able to show people who are younger than me and even older people, how to carry themselves, how to deal with certain situations, when people are trying to bring you down and run smear campaigns against you, how to carry yourself like a queen and how to keep that crown on your head. Real recognizes real. The people who know me, who know what I'm about, they didn't leave. They weren't swayed by the bullshit. And the ones who weren't, real fans anyways, they left, and we don't need them here. I'm here for my real tea sippers, and these are the people I focus on. So thank you so much for that super chat. It meant a lot to me. Oh my God, you guys are just pouring in. Every time I look down, it's like more. Oh my goodness, thank you. We got a new member here. Shout out to Asia Antoinette. Thank you so much, Asia, for joining the membership. Miss A, hey Miss Lady. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Love you too. Jazz J sent another one, $9.99. Tea come to Omaha, Nebraska. I've never been there, but I'd be willing to go. I'm really getting my tea line out there, so you guys might see me in a lot of random cities this summer, because the tea line right now, we're taking it to the next level. I had people really wanting to come in and help push it. I've been working hard on this. This is my baby. I'm not going to let nobody take credit for my hard work and what I've been doing. The people who know how much I put into my line, they know the backstory. I don't have to sit here and explain anything to anybody, but you guys will definitely be seeing me in a lot of cities this summer. So Omaha, Nebraska might be one of them. We just got to decide where we're going to go next. But the first step is definitely Arizona. Let's see here. Machiavelli, where from? Only women I see that gives more receipts than gossip. Thank you. That's the truth. A lot of folks just like to come on here and say anything. They're just looking for clicks and views. They have no information. They're just pulling shit out their ass. I'm not about that life. I'd rather wait, a day, a week for everything to come out than to try and be first. And to me, that's what separates me from everybody else. And I'm going to continue with that mentality, because that's what's gotten me to be here as long as I have been. I don't care if I've been out here 20 years. It's 20 years of nothing but love and respect. So I'm definitely going to keep my integrity. It's not a race for me. It's about bringing y'all real tea. So let's see. What else? We got a lot of people here. Melrose Johnson, thank you for the super chat. Melrose says, T, you are the only one that can serve tea. Thank you for your commentary and consistency. Your time and hard work doesn't go unnoticed. You never compromise integrity. Love you, Queen. Thank you so much, Queen. I love you too. And that's just the truth. I'm telling you, integrity takes you a long way. People respect that. That's why y'all can see me, in LA 1 minute kicking it with, fellow YouTubers like Dollface, and then the next day I'm hanging out with Darius McCray and Wesley Snipes. Bella Thorne is now following me. She's a tea sipper. Her stylist is like a huge fan. We text back and forth, we talk. So a lot of people really rock with me. I don't have to sit here and name drop and drop names. But again, people rock with me because of my integrity, because I'm drama free, because I don't feed into the bullshit. I'm here just to spill tea, spill the facts, state my opinion, but also be respectful with it. We don't need shock value. I don't have to be over the top. And to me, that's how I'm just always going to carry myself. And I'm just glad that, people see that and you guys appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because as black women, especially dark-skinned black women, we're already typecast. We're already told that, we're unlovable. We're ghetto. All we do is fight. All we do is argue. All we do is bully. And I'm going to break that stereotype. That's not me. That's not my personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't, that's the sad part, is that we get typecast and then so many of us fall into that stereotype, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm glad I can be a role model for some of these young girls out here and teach them, how to carry themselves and respect themselves. So let's see. We got another super chat. Sharice Williams, come to Maryland, DC, VA, DMV area. I love the DMV. I will be back out there. I love the DMV. The DMV is fun. That's one thing I love about the East Coast. My sister lives out there. So she's in Delaware. So anytime I go out there, we go to Philly, we go to DC, we go to Virginia, and then we always end up in New York. So I go all over in the DMV. Okay, let's see here. Yes, Bella Thorne is a tea sipper. One of my tea sippers sent me a screenshot like, look, Bella Thorne is following you. And I ended up contacting her stylist. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't know she was a tea sipper too. And he was like, yeah, we love you. Like, as we're getting dressed, we watch your videos. So, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, real recognizes real. And that's why people rock with me. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. But, let's see here. It's so many comments. It's over 2,000 people in here. Popping. Okay, so let's talk about Kyle Massey, okay? Y'all just keep on sending money, honey. I can't even get to the topic. Okay, we got somebody from Toronto. When will you come to Toronto? We love you. Thank you, Rose Golden. I don't know. I'm not sure, but thank you so much. Texas loves Lovelyti. I love you guys too. So let's see here. I'm about to say Toronto. Kyle Massey, okay? Kyle Massey played Raven Simone's little brother in That's So Raven, okay? So what's going on with Kyle is that now he's being accused of sexually harassing a teenager. So this entire situation is crazy. We were talking about this on Instagram. And just listen to this. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you guys what TMZ is reporting. Let me go ahead and read this real quick here. The story is just, it's crazy. So they're saying the girl claims in the lawsuit that she and her mom met the That's So Raven star at Universal City back in 2009 when she was just 4 years old. Okay? She says Massey maintained contact with her and held himself out to be a father figure. The girl says she had long been interested in pursuing an entertainment career and hoped that Kyle would help. She claims in December he spoke with the mother and invited the child to fly out to LA, where he would take care of her and help her get an agent. He said the girl could stay with him and his girlfriend. The girl and her mom claims days later, Massey began sending the girls numerous sexually explicit text messages, images, and videos, including a Snapchat image of Massey holding his peen with a corresponding text message that read, LOL, just me messing with you, LOL. She also claims that he sent her video of his erect peen. She is seeking $1.5 million in damages. Okay? So that is the story that's going on about Kyle Massey. So there's a lot of things that bother me with that whole scenario. Let me read these super chats real quick. Nana Nia, thank you for the $49.99. She says, thank you, T, for all you do. I always am and will be a supporter. This is my second home. You're like my internet bestie. Thank you for being unapologetically. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate the super chat and your words. Okay, let's see. Jazz J sent $9.99. Says, when I grow up, I want to be just like you, T. I love you. I love you, too. Thank you for the third donation. Asia Antoinette says, keep grinding, T. God bless you, sis. Thank you so much. God bless you, too. Darylyn Tyrese says, we love you and appreciate how you give us celebrity news with heart, soul, due diligence, and laughter. Come to Oakland, California, as you say. Definitely. I'm definitely going to make a trip up there. So this is the thing that's bothering me with this Kyle Massey situation and the things I've been saying on Instagram, because a lot of people like to come at me and say that I'm victim shaming. And I feel like this. One thing about me, I'm a very unbiased person. So the same way I can call out R. Kelly for, his fuck shit, I can also call out his accusers. If I'm not feeling, this bitch Faith or, the other one who has like 50 mugshots, all of a sudden y'all want to sit here and scream that you guys are victims and R. Kelly did this, and that to you. But then you guys are also benefiting from that so-called victimhood and, writing books and everything else. We found a video of Geronda, the one that claimed that she met R. Kelly at that trial when she was 16. Then we have her on a talk show talking about she's selling her body for prostitution in 2012. Well, hold up now. In the R. Kelly Surviving Lies documentary, you were saying that R. Kelly wouldn't let you leave the house. You were with him at that time. You were locked up in his dungeon. So how are you locked up in his dungeon, but then in the same breath, you're doing a talk show? And we all know talk shows are scripted anyways. So, you have the right to question people's character. And that's the thing that bothers me is like, okay, this news just came from TMZ. I'm not supposed to question anything. I'm supposed to just feel bad for the mother and this little girl. but I'm not supposed to read in between the lines? First of all, let me go ahead and break this down. And if you guys think I'm victim shaming, that's fine. That's your opinion. I'm not going to knock you guys for that opinion. But you guys call it victim shaming. I call it reading through the lines and having common sense, okay? First of all, they're saying that they met Kyle Massey when the girl was 4 years old. Okay, so this girl was small. I don't understand how you build a relationship with a 4-year-old. So Kyle Massey has been keeping contact with this random family that he met at Universal City for years, because the girl's now supposedly 13. That to me is weird. You mean to tell me that Kyle Massey doesn't have cousins, doesn't have, relatives that he could put on that are around that age, that he has to keep contact with a stranger? Another thing that I find very funny is, if the little girl is 13 now and she met Kyle when she was 4, that means back then Kyle Massey was really young as well. So the mother was willing to send her daughter to California to go live with Kyle Massey and his girlfriend because she looked at him as a father figure? What in the world? Like, what about Kyle Massey screams father figure? When I look at Kyle Massey, I look at him like he's a son. He's young like my children. Like, I wouldn't send my damn 18-year-old to go live with Kyle Massey. That's like 2 teenagers running wild. Like, like, where's the common sense with these parents? Like, I understand you want your child to be famous. I understand you want your child to be in entertainment. But there's ways to go about it without sending your child off. Granted, she didn't send her child off, but the fact that she was even contemplating about sending her teenager to go live with a Disney star that she doesn't know that man from a can of paint. So what if y'all had conversations on the phone? It's like, where's the common sense? So you mean to tell me that if he hadn't sent dick pics to your child, you would have allowed your 13-year-old girl to go live with a man that y'all really don't know like that, and that's been keeping contact with her since she was 4 years old? The entire story makes no damn sense. And then on top of that, from what I just read to you guys, please show me where it says she caught the police and she's filing criminal charges. It's okay. I'll wait. Let me go to the comment section while I'm waiting. Maybe y'all heard it, because from what I read, I didn't see anything that said anything about criminal charges, the police being called, but I do see where they're suing for $1.5 million. Do you guys understand? I feel like, I'm not saying that Kyle's innocent. I'm not saying that he didn't send a dick pic. I don't know, because I wasn't there. But what I'm saying is that the story sounds like bullshit. Just like with Jussie Smollett's story. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. So you mean to tell me we're in the middle of a polar vortex and all of a sudden you have a hunger craving for a sandwich at 2 o'clock in the morning? Really, Mr. Street Meat? So that's what I'm saying. We have to use critical thinking skills. We have to read between the lines. If I wanted to run off of emotions, you know what I would do? Oh my God, Kyle Massey's a rapist. He's a pedophile. He's a molester. Meanwhile, the story sounds like bullshit. But again, when you call it out for what it is, you're victim shaming, you're trying to bring down another woman. No. What I'm saying is, what I'm reading from what's being reported, there's a lot of holes in that story. And the fact that the mother was willing to send her daughter off with somebody that she didn't know like that, regardless of a phone conversation, you don't know that person, to allow your child to go live with them in hopes that your child breaks into the industry. What happened to parents moving to California? You know what I'm saying? Leaving their jobs in the Midwest, moving, putting their kids in a car, moving to Cali, and then knocking and going from door to door trying to get an agent. What happened to the parents of yesteryear who didn't just, leave their just leave their kids with anybody? Especially when you have so many stories of the abuse going on in Hollywood. You have stories like Harvey Weinstein, R. Kelly. So why in this day and age would you be comfortable leaving your child with basically a stranger? This man's not old enough to be a father figure to a damn 13-year-old. Come on now. Let me read these comments. I'm sorry if I'm preaching, but stuff like that just irritates me, man. Let me see here. Okay, Johanna, thanks for the $9.99 super chat. She says there's a few black artists that used to be popping. Kyle, Khalil, Little Twist. Then they reduced themselves to being Justin Bieber's entourage and have heard nothing but negative press ever since. You are so true. Remember when Little Twist was running around with Justin Bieber and Justin Bieber thought he was black? I mean, you couldn't tell Justin Bieber nothing back in 2010. Justin Bieber was hanging with Little Twist, Kyle Massey's brother. They was running the streets together. Little Twist ended up assaulting Kyle Massey's brother. They got into it. And then I think Little Twist was like looking at like 10 years in prison or something. I don't know what happened with that case, but yeah, I remember those days when they were all running the streets together. Meanwhile, Justin Bieber has been able to revamp his image, and now he's a married man. You know, he's doing good. His image is now pristine again. Meanwhile, we ain't heard nothing from Little Twist, and Kyle and his brother they stay in the news for negative press. So let me read some of these comments here. Little Twist is on Grown Up Hip Hop LA. Oh wow, I haven't watched that at all. Elfin Nayu says, use your common sense. Don't go by emotions. Emotions get you into trouble every time. Exactly. T, go on Angel Massey's Instagram. She's spilling tea, saying that Kyle was molested by the girl's mom. Ooh. So the plot thickens. So maybe that's why there's no police report. Because this is a scam to get money. I'm going to have to check that out. Thank you, Julia. Let's see here. These parents are just pimping out their kids. I agree, Risa. Nappy Happy Drum Major says, police report though. No police report. Just they just want 1.5 million. SD says Kyle is 27. I thought he was younger. Yeah, and that's the thing. Even though he's 27, he acts very childlike. Again, his persona does not come off to me as father figure-ish. I'm sorry. And there's no way in hell I would send my 13-year-old to go live with a 27-year-old man. Period, point blank, okay? I would not do it. So something just does not sound right. Justin Bieber, I believe he's married or engaged to whoever his wife is. I don't know. But he is. He's either engaged or married. I'm just trying to read through some of these comments here. Exactly. He's like a little brother. The parents are living vicariously through their children, pushing their failed passions onto their kids. With the promise of a career, they're willing to hand their children over to predators. Thank you so much, SD. Sis, you're saying nothing but the truth. And that is my issue. That is my issue with all of these people. This is why I have to give the Savages the side eye, the Clarys the side eye. You have a lot of people, okay? That's why I said these new R. Kelly accusers, I'm just not feeling any of these people. Because there's been too many rumors for the past 20 years. Even if you didn't believe, the whole Aaliyah situation, there was evidence with him and that girl that he peed on, okay? Rumors about R. Kelly have been around for 20 plus years. Everybody knows about R. Kelly's past and his issues with the legal system. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to bring my teenage daughter to an R. Kelly concert, let alone allow my teenage daughter to work with R. Kelly. I'm just not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you feel like you raised them, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean anything if you've also raised your child to try and become famous by any means necessary. Okay, so all that, well, I raised my child a certain way, that goes out the window when you're actually handing your child over to somebody who's a potential predator. And that's the problem. You have a lot of parents who, they're out here singing their shoulda, woulda, couldas. They wish that they could be more than what they are. Or they're living vicariously through other people on Instagram. And it's like, if I can push my child to be the next big thing, we'll be set for life. And I think too many parents do that. And I remember I told you guys earlier in the year that I took my youngest son. He's 13 now, and he's pretty solid. He's grown. He's growing up. He's going through puberty. All that stuff, right? And he's been playing football since 3rd grade. And I told him, I said, once you get to junior high, you're not going to be allowed to play. And he thought I was just joking. And I said, I've done too much research on CTE, and for me, I'm not struggling that hard where I'm going to put your brain at risk. Because, again, there's a very slim chance that you could make it into the NFL. My children's bodies, their brains, their well-beings, that's not something I'm willing to risk. So, so many coaches were calling. A lot of the coaches were mad at me this year. T, why can't he play football? He's solid. He's a good size. I said, no. Because if he gets hit the wrong way, if something happens, these kids are bigger now. This is not elementary school where they're in, 3rd through 6th grade where there's certain rules. The kids are basically small and scrawny, so those hits don't hurt as much. As these kids are going through puberty in 7th, 8th grade, you're dealing with kids, some kids are even heavier, some are taller, things like that. And so I pulled him out of football. And yes, he was mad at me. He was upset, He's a big fan of Odell Beckham Jr. He's a Giants fan. His whole room is New York Giants. He was really upset with me, but like I told him, I said, son, you'll appreciate me. You don't understand it now, but you'll appreciate me years from now when you're able to use your brain to start your own business, or to, just to go to college, to go do other things besides putting your body at risk. And I think that's the problem with a lot of us, especially us in minority or even poorer communities, is that we're willing to put our children at risk. We're willing to put our boys at risk to go play football and to go, possibly get CTE. We're willing to put our daughters at risk to be, to be possibly molested or raped. We hand them over to predators because we're hoping that our daughter, who's now just going through puberty, she's tall, she's thin, and because, I'm kind of overweight. Ooh, hold on. Did the camera go off? Is the camera on? Let me see if you guys can see me. I think it's shut off and it shouldn't have. Hold on, y'all. Nope, I'm not trying to do that. Give me a second. Let me see something. I don't know why it's not coming back on. I might have to turn this into a podcast. Okay, looks like it's coming back on. Can you guys hear me? Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Okay, so you guys can hear me? Okay, I don't know. Like I said, this is a new camera, so I don't know if maybe one of the settings or something shut it off. There's still battery power. Let me, you know what? I think the power's not plugged in. Nope, it is plugged in. I don't know. If it goes off, if the camera goes off, we'll just turn this into a podcast, okay? So we're not going to mess up the flow. But what I was saying is that a lot of times we're willing to put our kids at risk for our dreams and our, goals that didn't happen. Maybe you wanted to be a model, but then, you had babies early and now your body's, just kind of out of shape, whatever, you're bigger now. So now you're trying to live vicariously through your daughter. You want your daughter to rip the runways of Paris and Milan, and that's fine, but you still have to be a parent and you still need to be there to protect your child. And too many people are willing to just, send their child off, to strange people in hopes of them getting a check. And that's what's really scary. So this situation to me with Kyle Massey it's not a good situation. It's not a good look. Let me read this super chat real quick. Let's see. So Jazz J, you just about to give me all your money, huh? So Jazz J sent another $49.99 super chat. Jazz says, I love Amazon, but I don't like tea drink, but I love and support you. Is there any other way I can make an investment in you or donate? Thank you so much. I mean, if you want, I have Patreon, I have memberships. So whatever you want to do, I don't beg for donations. You know what I'm saying? If you feel the need to join my Patreon, that's fine. It's available for people who support my content, who support my hard work. It's never anything you have to do. I also have a PayPal. People donate to that. Like I said, I don't ask for anything, but it's there because people have asked me to create these platforms because they support what I do. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the tea purchases and everything else. It means a lot to me. So yeah, it's a lot going on right now, with this whole Me Too movement. And I feel like at this point in time, it's turning into not so much the boy who cried wolf, but it's almost like, if I can just do anything, like that's like me. Okay, y'all remember I did the live stream when I was on Instagram with me and Darius McCray, and everybody was like, oh, you and Darius McCray, who is Eddie Winslow. Everybody's like, oh, y'all are hooking up, that's your boyfriend. Now imagine, yes, we were flirting with each other, yes, he was in my face, whatever, we're grown, you know what I'm saying? Now imagine if, after all that flirting we did, and then I come on YouTube and I'm like, oh, Darius McCray, sexually assaulted me, knowing he didn't do any of that, just to try and get money. And, that's what's happening nowadays is like people are meeting people putting themselves in certain situations and then looking for like a quick money grab. And that's why I say that we can't just take every single story that we hear and run off of emotions and automatically coin a man or a woman as a sexual predator. Like, we have to wait for more information to come out. You know what I mean? So that's the part that's really crazy. Kyle Massey hasn't said anything yet, but the fact that the mother is going for $1.5 million as opposed to police charges and everything else, you know, that right there tells me a lot about what I need to know with the situation. Let's see here. Hey, Victoria, you're late to the chat. We just started. You're not late. You're good. Let's see. True, the Me Too movement seems like it's turned into a witch hunt for money, sympathy, and fame. Thank you, Morena. Thank you, baby. That is the truth. Morena's Skin is telling the truth. And that's why it's hard for me to take a lot of these so-called victims seriously, especially when it just seems like, you know, oh, well, now this person has come out. Well, damn, I met R. Kelly back in, 1993 when I was 17. So now I want to jump on the bandwagon. You know, it's like, where were all these people way before then? Like, if you had spoke out back then when it wasn't a thing, maybe we wouldn't have all these so-called modern day victims. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the Harvey Weinstein situation. This man has been, raping people, harassing people, had been doing this for years in Hollywood. This was Hollywood's dirty secret, and it wasn't until I think, was it the New York Times or whatever magazine or newspaper ran with the story and basically had all types of proof that people then wanted to come out and speak. And then it was like, after a while, I was like, monkey see, monkey do. Well, I too was harassed by Harvey Weinstein. Well, I too was harassed. Well, one day in 1972, Harvey Weinstein grabbed my nipple. It's like, damn, just like with the Bill Cosby thing, first it was like one or two women, then it was like women from like 1954. Like, bitch, was he even around in the 50s? Like, what the hell? Like, people was coming out of the woodwork, and that's the part when I tell you I am Me Too fatigued, I'm like over it. And that's sad. I don't want to be over it because it started off as a really good movement. But it's just been hijacked and it's turned into something ugly. And it's just, at this point, it's really frustrating me more than anything. I said 1954. Y'all not just pulling dates out the air. Like, I know he wasn't like, famous in the 50s, but I'm just saying, like, come on. When you got accusers coming out, like, from 30 years ago, that's insane. And like I said, the thing that bothers me is one of his best friends was Hugh Hefner. So it's like, why didn't y'all have any of this energy for Hugh Hefner? Granted, he's dead now, but y'all never came out and talked about, him popping Quaaludes in y'all's drinks, So the whole situation is just insane. I love you too, blessed by him. I mean, yeah, after a while, it turns into something ugly. After a while, when there's so many people coming out, I just got to give it the side eye. Just like the woman I had posted the mugshot said, Asante McGee, the R. Kelly accuser. It's like, so during the whole documentary, you make no mention that you have children. And you're telling me that R. Kelly done got you locked up in a room, basically feeding you porridge. He's sliding the shit under the door. And then we're finding out, like, the whole time you were supposed to be locked up in R. Kelly's dungeon, bitch, you out here committing all types of criminal acts. Got all types of, arrest warrants and arrest records and things like that. But I'm like, how's she getting arrested for harassment and all this silly stuff when she's supposed to be locked up in R. Kelly's dungeon eating porridge? So it's like stuff is not adding up. Just like with the Lisa Van Allen chick. You claimed that R. Kelly forced you to have a threesome with him and the 14-year-old girl. And you were old enough that once you were old enough when you knew better, okay? You can tell when a child is still young. But anyways, she dated R. Kelly from like 2001 to 2007, okay? Even got pregnant by him, but then decided to have an abortion because she didn't feel safe carrying his baby, right? So my thing is, okay, now all of a sudden you're coming out with your victim story, you're going from platform to platform, you're talking about this whole situation, but if the man had you having threesomes with 14-year-olds back in the 2000s, right, when the sex tape was filmed, so then after he was arrested, why did you not cut him off then? Why did you continue to date R. Kelly until 2007? But again, when you ask questions like this, you're shaming. If you guys don't know, she was also in the R. Kelly video, I Wish, where she's the one, R. Kelly's getting his hair braided, and she's the one braiding his hair. She's in the music video. That music video was filmed in 2001, but the sex tape happened before that. So it's just like, again, this is why, a lot of things, to me, I just got to give it the side eye. It's like, it just seems like at this point in time, for a lot of these new accusers, now that the gravy train has ran out, everybody has an R. Kelly story. So right now, I'm R. Kelly fatigued. That's why for me, I kind of more side with the victims who were the back in the day victims, as opposed to the newer ones. Because I'm sorry, if you're 32 years old and you're joining a sex cult in your 30s and you know about R. Kelly's background, I can't take you seriously. At that point in time, you're just looking for clout. You're looking, to be famous. You're looking to be around a celebrity. You're just a groupie, in my opinion. Because there's no way in hell that R. Kelly could holler at me and I'm going to leave my boys to go be R. Kelly's sex slave. That's silly. And y'all can say, well, not all women are strong-minded. Some women are weak-minded. Okay, that's fine. I get that. But then they can't be too weak-minded and dumb, because they sure know how to write books, pimp books, go from, talk show to talk show, telling their story. So these women aren't too damn dumb, okay? So it looks like the camera went out again. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not bothering with the camera. We're going to turn this into a voiceover, okay? I don't have time for these camera issues. If it comes back on, it comes back on. But I just think it's a lot of mess at this point in time, and I'm not going to take it seriously anymore. I think I'm just going to end up using my video camera, because it seems like the video cameras don't go out. I think the DSLRs, they go out after 30 minutes. So it's something in the settings. I had to play with it. I'm like trying to look here. It's something in the settings I'm going to have to fix. I thought I did, but I guess not. But anyhow, like I said, if it goes out again, I'm just going to keep talking. We'll be podcasting and live streaming at the same damn time, okay? At the same damn time. Like Future. So, yeah, like I said, a lot of these people, I have to give them the side eye. But unfortunately, when you ask these questions, they'll shame me for asking the legitimate common sense question. I'm the bad guy. I'm mean. I'm a victim shamer. You know what I'm saying? But, when we get to the point where we can't even ask legitimate questions, we're in trouble as a society. We really are. Let's see here. Moni B says, everyone needs to take accountability in the R. Kelly situation, but in others, it's hard to be believed and also threatened as a victim of celebs until more people come forward to validate you. Peach Cobbler says, girl, you better say that shit. Tiffany Wood says, all these women aren't doing this to heal. They're just doing this trying to gain. And I definitely agree with that. Filing civil charges before you file criminal charges says it all. I definitely agree, Crystal Wigginton, I think that's what it is. I agree with you on that. Let's see here. Lovelyti from Panama City, Republic of Panama. Oh, that's what's up. Thank you, Senior Azul. Appreciate it. Jay Raphael says, being a skeptic is the most important concept learned in AP English. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. We have to use our logic with cases. We definitely have to. G-Star says, Kyle Massey responded, he is claiming wait, let me read this. Hold on. Let's see here. Kyle Massey responded, he is claiming he was trying to fuck the mother, not the daughter. He says he thought the number he texted was the mom's number, but obviously it was the 13-year-old's. Won't have her own phone. Honey, I don't know. AA, thank you for the super chat. AA says, love you, T, looking gorgeous. Thank you so much. Belly Jelly says, love you, T, from Ratchet Ass, Florida. Somebody said, hold on, the camera gonna act up soon. The camera's acting up as soon as you start preaching. I know that's right. James Haas says, T, you were making some very insightful comments. To hell with the critics. Keep opening eyes. Thank you so much. And like I said, this is not to say that, R. Kelly's innocent or that, Kyle Massey's innocent. All I'm saying is that all these people aren't victims. Point blank, period. Just like with the Harvey Weinstein situation. We know he's a damn pervert. He's funny looking as hell. And he used his power to basically, get over on women who probably would never look at him if he was not famous and not powerful. He used his position of power, and I'm not going to say that he didn't do that. What I'm saying is that a lot of these chicks were not victims, just like Roseanne said. Where that bitch Roseanne did an interview, and she was like, some of them bitches were hoes, okay? They were hoes fucking Harvey Weinstein. And that's the truth. Like, everybody wasn't a victim. Some people are like, you know what? Well, let me go ahead and give him some. If he can get me in this movie role, and I can get a fat ass check, and, you know, have my name in lights, and people know me as a household name, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of quid pro quo, or whatever the hell you say. Think about it. When you work in corporate, how many people in corporate America has slept with their damn boss just to get a damn team lead position? Okay, you got people fucking the fry cook just so that, you know what I mean, they can get off the cleaning shift. So it happens in everyday, you know, world, like in just everyday society. So it shouldn't be a shocker that some women in Hollywood are willing to sleep with the director or the producer. You know, not all these people are victims. Not all these people are you know, raped and abused. Some people are just trying to jump on this whole bandwagon now because it's the new it thing in Hollywood. It's the new chic thing to do. You know, so that's why I say we have to look at everything with a critical eye. Even with the whole Michael Jackson situation, I'm always going to listen to all parts. You know, I watched the Wade Robson documentary, him and James Chuck, or whatever the hell his name is. Chuck. You know, I watched it. I went in with the open mind. I wanted to see what they had to say. But again, further investigation led me to believe that these guys were full of crap and they were in it for the money. And like I told somebody on Instagram who accused me of shaming, I said, it's funny that when I call out Wade Robson and, you know, Mr. Chuck, when I call their ass out about Michael Jackson, it's all applause. Yes, T, preach, girl. But then when I call out some of these R. Kelly accusers, you're a bitch, you're victim shaming. No. What you're not going to do is because you like the celebrity, it's okay for me to call out the bullshit accusers. But then when it's a celebrity that you guys don't like or have demonized, now it's not okay. Bring the same energy, because I'm going to bring the same energy. If I'm going to call out Wade, when I see inconsistencies, you damn sure better believe I'm going to call out them Decepticons from the R. Kelly Surviving Lives documentary. Okay, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Let's see here. We have a new member. Welcome, Donna Riviera Brain. Oh, she's a member of the Brain Nation. Thank you so much for being a member. I appreciate it, love. Let's see here. People just don't possess critical thinking skills these days. They comment off of their emotions rather than on actual intelligence and logic. Thank you so much, Cheeky Baby. You are saying the truth right there. Yeah, I forgot his name. I just call him Chuck, honey. James Chuck. That's his new name. Yes, those women, a lot of those women are Decepticons. And like I said on Instagram, if you're offended, don't follow me. Like, people act like you okay, I'm not Rihanna, I'm not Beyonce. You don't have to follow my Instagram. If I'm offending you and I'm victim shaming and I'm being mean, unfollow, okay? You won't be missed. So it's just like, I'm just going to keep it real. I'm going to bring the same energy, okay? So if you're not going to get mad when I bring out the inconsistencies in Wade Robson's story, don't get mad when I question some of these R. Kelly accusers. I'm going to bring the same heat. I'm going to bring the same fire. I'm going to bring the same research, okay? Because what happens is when people are lying and they're running looking for money and they're looking, you know, for a quick way to get attention and a check, what happens is that they make it harder for the real victims, okay? There are real victims who are really abused by R. Kelly. But because of all of these new accusers coming out, and because of these, you know, bullshit motives that some of these women have, when he finally goes to court, it may be harder to prosecute him because there's so many loopholes and holes in these women's stories that it's going to make people give the whole situation the side eye. So you get what I'm saying when I say that, you know, we have to separate these fraudulent victims from the real victims because it hurts the case of real victims. It hurts the case of real prosecution. I need some tea. I'm talking too much. Jussie Smollett. What about Jussie? What do you do now? Auto thoughts. Auto thoughts unite. Decepticons and auto thoughts. I like that. Last Memister. That's my cousin on God. Who's your cousin, boo? R. Kelly or one of the girls? I'm trying to go back and see your comment. I don't know. Who's your cousin? Let's see here. Corey Feldman was one of the few people that spoke up about Hollywood pedophilia over the past 10 years. Yes, Larry Sexton. And when he spoke up, what happened? Barbara Walters' punk ass tried to shame him. Y'all remember that interview when he was on The View? And he was talking about it and talking about it's a dirty secret. He was trying to help promote that movie Open Secret. If you guys have not watched it, it's about pedophilia in Hollywood. Watch YouTube shut down my live. But anyhow, he was talking about that. And Barbara Walters literally sat there. Look, the camera just went out. Barbara Walters literally sat there and she shamed him. And she basically sat there and she said, "You're trying to destroy an entire industry." Like, she literally told Corey Feldman that him being honest about pedophilia in the industry equates him trying to destroy an entire industry. And I thought that was just disgusting. I thought it was disgusting that she felt that comfortable going in on him. So, you know, like I said, it's a lot of mess that goes on in the industry. It's a lot of mess that goes on in Hollywood. And that's why you have to be able to decipher, you know what I'm saying, through the bullshit. You have to be able to decipher between, you know, who's being honest, who's saying things just for attention, who's saying things just to promote a book, who has an ulterior motive. Because if they have an ulterior motive, it's going to make it a lot harder in a court of law to get those perpetrators arrested. Because what's going to happen is going to say that everybody who's coming against them, they're just coming against them just for the fact that they want, you know, money, fame, a book deal, when there's actually real victims. That Latino woman that was in the Surviving Lies documentary, she's probably one of the few that I believe. Why? Because when she got with R. Kelly, the girl was already singing. There's pictures and videos of her. She was an aspiring singer. So that right there, you know, she felt lucky. Like, I'm at a mall, you know, I'm running into R. Kelly. This is a blessing. Her parents didn't send her to R. Kelly. You know, she went there. They ended up getting into a sexual relationship. She got pregnant, got burnt with STDs, everything else. But since that documentary has come out, have y'all seen that Latino woman on all types of interviews, doing book deals, talking to Vlad TV and all this corny shit? She told her story and she kept it moving. Even when she was telling her story, did you guys see the Latino woman go and drag other Latino women and bring them into the house and make them R. Kelly's girlfriend, knowing the abuse that she faced? She left R. Kelly and she moved on with her life. And that's why her story, to me, that was a real victim. These other women who claim that they were locked up in this dungeon, eating porridge and shit, you're being abused by somebody, then you go and you recruit another female and you put another woman through that bullshit? How dare you? How dare you? Don't talk to me about sisterhood and victim shaming when these same women who claim that they were being abused, raped, beat, hogtied by R. Kelly had no problem turning around and bringing in other young black girls to be his girlfriend, to be abused, to be hogtied, to be fed damn porridge and shit. Miss Drea, I refuse to change my last name, Kelly. Miss See No Evil, Hear No Evil. She knew what the hell was going on. But she sat by and didn't care as long as the money was coming in. Remember? Y'all keep on going to his concerts, boo, because that helps my child support. That keeps my lights on. So a lot of these women were selfish in their actions. But when I call that out, I'm the bad guy. Please find me the one woman that Latino lady recruited to go back and be in the same situation she was in with R. Kelly. Geronda Price is the one who brought Dominique to the house. You're being abused and mistreated, then you bring another black woman to go through the same bullshit? Come on now. Miss me with that. Let's use common sense, people. That's why I say there's a difference between real victims, the people who I consider real victims in that situation, and a bunch of damn clout chasers. And nobody's going to shame me about that. Nobody's going to try and make me feel bad about that. If I post something on social media, if I post something on Instagram, if I say something in my live, I can stand by my own shit. Period. I don't need no army. I don't need no crew. Anything that comes out my mouth, I can stand by it. Okay, the camera, I guess it's back on. I'm just talking to it like it's on, and sometimes it's not on. Let's see. Silent D says everybody needs to be thrown under the jail. I'm still keeping my music catalog. DeAndre says, bad girl, Chung T. Yes, you better tell him, DeAndre. Bad girl, Chung T. You know, I don't give a damn. I've never needed no army. I've never needed nobody to back me up. None of that shit. I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm going to stand by it. And the church says amen. Spill that tea. Sounds like Drea Kelly knew what was happening. She damn sure did, miss. He slipped porridge under the door. I couldn't leave the house for weeks. Dominique said she isn't a victim. Okay, Tanita. I didn't realize that she said that now. That's good. So, yeah, to me, there's definitely a difference between some of the women that I believe in that documentary and some who are full of crap. Period. Okay, so La says, Kyle is my cousin. His mom says anyone is free to go on her Instagram. Boy's family, Angel Massey is going to find out the true story. Okay, so Kyle is your cousin. So Las, did Kyle do it? Was Kyle smashing the mother? Spill the damn tea in the comments section. What's going on? Who's this mother? Was he actually trying to help the daughter? Let us know. Sylvia says respect. Let's see here. Okay, so it's lagging. Okay, as long as you guys can hear me, I'm not going to worry about the camera. I'll probably just end up going back to using my video camera because it seems like my video camera doesn't have no issues. But I just like the quality better on this Luminex. But until I can figure out the settings, we might just have to go back to the video camera. But like I said, if I need to podcast, we got over 2,700 people in here. We will be podcasting. So that's what's going on with the whole Kyle Massey situation. So let's go ahead. We kind of talked earlier because I did the video about Jess Hilarious. That entire situation to me was just insane. You know, like I said, you have people who feel the need to post everything on social media. And then when their jokes or their funniness does not, get seen by other people in the same light, then they get in their feelings and they're cussing and they're carrying on. How did you guys feel about the whole Jess Hilarious situation? Is she canceled to y'all? Or do you feel like, you know what, it is what it is? I know a lot of people are canceling her. A lot of people aren't really rocking with her anyways. That's why I kind of felt it was bullshit when folks were saying, she got these guys kicked off the plane. I'm like, Jess Hilarious? Y'all talking like she's Oprah. Like, who the hell is Jess Hilarious? She's literally like an Instagram comedian. And then she does, tours around the country, doing comedy. So it's like, I didn't understand that at all. So Brianna says Jess is not funny. Kayla says Jess has been canceled. Christy says lame. Foxy Bell says Jess is a mess. Cringy. Let me see. I never thought she was funny. Shade Room gassed her up. Yeah, that's where I know her from. I know her from being first on the Shade Room. Her and what's that boy name? Milan Christopher. They literally live in the Shade Room. They got an apartment for rent in the Shade Room, okay? That's how I know Jess Hilarious. I've never seen her shows, and I know she does like Jess with the Mess on Instagram. And what I find funny, what I notice is that she loves to spill tea. She loves to talk about other people's tea. But then when people mess with her, it's an issue. Let me see. I think the camera has died. Which is weird because the charger was plugged in. So I don't know. The camera's dead. No more camera. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and just do a podcast. But like I said, one thing I noticed is that when she gets into it with people, she gets really upset. It's like she gets in her feelings. She gets mad. It's all types of issues. Like when people have opinions about her comedy or, if they say something about her, she takes it personal, which I always found funny because I'm like, okay, well, first of all, you're just hilarious and you really shouldn't be taking anything personal because if you can dish it, you damn sure better be, willing to take it. And that's one thing I've noticed about her is that she can dish it, but she can't take it all the time. I'm going to go ahead and, hold on real quick. I'm trying to plug in this thing. I'm going to put, one of my, avatars on the screen so it's not just blank. So give me 2 seconds to find an avatar. I know y'all be like, T and her damn live streams, honey. They be so extra, but it is what it is, shit. It's not my fault. I don't know why this avatar is like 50 size is too big. Hold on. My little PNG file. I'm trying to fix this so that way y'all can look at something because my camera is dead. Straight up DOA. Give me 2 seconds. Get my Dragon Ball Z chick on here. And it'd be so funny because people be like, do you get mad or be embarrassed by your camera? For what? This ain't Oprah. Shit. Nope, not at all. That's life. Technical shit happens. I'm a regular smuggler person. So if y'all have issues with your live stream, just look at all the shit I go through. I don't give a damn. All right, boom. Sipping It is on the screen. I wanted to leave y'all, to be able to stare at something while I turn this into went from a live stream to a damn pod fest, okay? But I'm still going. I got a lot to say. We got 2,900 people in here. Sorry about the camera issues, honey. As long as the stream health is working and y'all can hear me, that is all that damn matters, okay? Yep, that's life. That's why I tell people, you don't let nothing stop you. Shit happens all the damn time. Okay, the camera went out. Hey, look at the avatar. As long as the audio's working, we still got something going on. So don't stress over nothing. Life is too short. Let me see. We have a super chat. Thank you, Mossberg, for the $9.99. I appreciate it, love. Let's see. Darcy Musa. Where you get that top tee and the one you had on in the Jordan Woods breakdown too. You look amazing, by the way. Thank you so much. Funny enough, I think this top, I ordered this one online. The one I had in the Jordan Woods, I had to go back and look at it. But some of my stuff just comes from Walmart. I don't know what kind of Walmart I have, but they be selling like real sexy tops. I'm like, okay, Walmart. Like, and you know what? People like try and talk shit. Like, I post pictures in my community feed. And I never, I don't try to even acknowledge, like the negative comments. I always focus on the love. I post the pictures, I might like a few comments, maybe respond back to like the first, 3 people. Then I'm done. Then, y'all have fun roasting me, doing whatever. And, people be like, oh, you need a stylist, or, they'll try and make fun of my body. Like, oh, you got some big titties and skinny legs, just stupid stuff. But I don't take it personal. I'm like, okay, meanwhile, we don't know what you look like, bitch. You might be looking like a sack of damn laundry. Hell, people pay good money for these big ass titties. You know what I'm saying? So y'all not going to shame me. So, I wear clothes from Walmart. I have no shame saying that. Can I afford to wear high-end stuff and, wear designer shit? You're damn right I can. But I don't spend my money on clothes like that. I don't really like spending more than, $50 on an outfit. Maybe that makes me cheap, but I don't give a damn. Give me a good pair of damn jeans and a cute top, and I'm good. Just like when I went to the event, the Oscar event, I had on that dress I wore. I think I got it from Fashion Nova. It was just like a cute little club dress. Like, I wasn't going up there. I didn't have no speech prepared. That wasn't my day. That was Bella Thorne and all them's day. Why the fuck would I be dressed, in my Oscar best? I'm not up for an Oscar. Shit. We trying to kick it and have a good damn time. So, just wear what makes you comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can shame me all you want, but I like my body. I like my long, skinny legs. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all have fun dragging me. Darius McCray liked it. Let me stop. Anyways, I'm a mess. So, I want to talk about, okay, we were talking about Jess Hilarious. So you guys are basically over her. I just don't think she's like a huge celebrity like that. I just don't care that much about it. I want to talk about it, but she's not that serious. So I want to go ahead and talk about Aunt Becky, okay? Everywhere you look, it's a scam of somebody who needs their ass whooped. Everywhere you look, it's a scam of somebody who needs their ass whooped. Somebody told me I need to make a remix to that song. Okay, so Aunt Becky, she done lost like everything. Okay, this lady done fucked up. They fired her from the Full House remake on Netflix. Her daughter literally ran out of USC. They wanted her head on the silver platter, honey. So her daughter bounced, so she's no longer there. Somebody says, do you remember when she did a naked picture with her son? That you talking about Just Hilarious, Danny? I do remember that. I didn't even cover that because I just felt like she was just looking for attention. That was just weird to me, but to each his own. But yeah, the Full House theme song, I had to remake that. So her daughter is gone from USC, but there were videos of her daughter basically stating that she wasn't really that interested in college anyway. She was more or less there for the parties. And you know, her daughter has a YouTube page, and this is how I know if she could spend money to get her daughter into USC, trust and believe this broad bought her daughter subscribers and everything else. Which I gotta realize a lot of what I learned is that a lot of these so-called people who, especially these fake socialites, they are buying already made YouTube channels. So what they're basically doing is that they have connections at YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. And they're saying, well, I'm such and such's daughter and I'm a socialite. And so they'll get their accounts verified. And then at that point, they'll buy 1 million subscribers. They can afford this shit. They'll buy the views and everything else, because what happens is, if you see somebody on YouTube and they have a lot of subscribers, they have, you know, supposedly a lot of views, you're going to want to feel like, you know, you're going to feel, what's that called? FOMO, the fear of missing out. And that's what a lot of these people create. They create FOMO. So people are like, oh my gosh, she has 1 million followers on Instagram. She has 1 million YouTube subscribers. Oh, she must be the shit. I have to subscribe. So then you'll have the real people mixing in with the fake bots. And you got a lot of bitches out here buying subscribers, buying views and everything else. Honey, I would never do no shit like that. I'd rather grow organically. I don't care if I'm on this bitch 20 years. Best believe every single person who subscribed to me, they are subscribed to me because they rock with me. They rock with my message. I'm not about to pay to have nobody subscribe to me. I'm not about to pay for no bots. None of that shit, okay? Because when you buy followers on Instagram, you can just tell people who buy shit, there's literally no engagement. You know what I'm saying? And so it doesn't make any sense to sit there and buy fake followers, because when you do that, let's say you're trying to promote a business or a brand, you're literally talking to nobody. You guys go buy my t-shirt line. Go and buy my new shoes. And you go to their comment section. It's literally, hey, John, do you want to go to a barbecue this weekend? Or, you know, my daughter just threw up on me. Like, it's literally bots talking to themselves. So you can always tell the people who buy their accounts and stuff like that. So that's why I always tell people, don't look at subscriber count and view count. Just do you. But basically, her daughter, you can tell they bought her that channel, because I sat and I watched her channel before I don't know if she deleted her channel, she made it private, I'm not sure. But the first day, everybody was over there dragging her. So I said, well, damn, she has 1 million subscribers. Let me watch this girl and see what she's about. You know, maybe she's talented. Maybe she, you know, I don't know what the hell. I sat there and I watched this dry-ass little girl. Now, y'all know I'm not good at, you know, with the whole makeup thing. But damn it, she ain't either, okay? I watched her put on makeup. I wasn't impressed. She talked about, you know, getting ready for a college party. I wasn't impressed. Her personality was dry as paint. And I'm like, this is a bought and paid for channel. There's no way that damn near 2 million people, whatever, subscribe to this dry ass, boring ass girl. Especially because a lot of the people on YouTube, like a lot of regular people, we have to have a personality. We have to be funny and vivacious and, you know, boom. We have to bring y'all in somehow. This girl, literally after 5 minutes of watching several different videos of hers, I clicked off and I was like, this is some bullshit. So if her mom could buy her into USC, trust and believe they bought her all that shit on YouTube. Let me read these chats. Madam Coco says, finally able to join your live for the first time. LOL. Sorry to make you go off topic. I love the Christmas tea set, and it was a great gift to give. Wondering if you'll be bringing them back for Mother's Day. Oh, thank you so much. Let me take a quick screenshot. I'll make sure to take a mental note. We are creating some more. I'm creating a beauty set that we're gonna have permanently for your skin and hair, and then the other one for your nails, and then the wellness and digestion. So we want to make that like a permanent fixture. And then I'm also working on having one with like a red box and having one with a black box as well. So we're going to have different options, and we'll have them available soon. I'm working with my distributor on the boxes and everything else. So I'm really glad you like them. That is awesome feedback. So thank you so much, Madam Coco. Let's see here. Mighty Joe Experience. Love you. I think you meant T, but it says toe. But I'll take that too, because, you know, that's my other name. Tammy Tope. All right, so I just feel like the mother is full of crap. Let's see here. Colette is saying, speak that truth, Lovelyti. We the followers are followers because you are the bomb and I speak the truth, period. Thank you. Yes, anytime you see people just, moving expeditiously, you can always tell there's some shit in the mix, hun. But what's going on now that's bothering me, and I want to get y'all's opinion of this. Let me see if I can pull this up. There is new dialogue being created. And what's being created right now is that a lot of people are now saying that because of this college admission scam, they now want to have a discussion on affirmative action. It's now creating an affirmative action debate. And for those of y'all who don't know what affirmative action is, that is something that was put together years ago to help minority people get into like certain jobs, certain colleges. And sometimes you have white people who feel like it's not fair because this person may not be as smart or may not be as skilled, but they're getting a chance to get into the door because of affirmative action. So now what they're trying to do, instead of placing the responsibility where it lies, which is on Lori Loughlin and the chick from Desperate Housewives, her name is eluding me right now. Instead of placing the blame on these rich parents who basically lied their way to get their kids into these prestigious colleges, they're now trying to twist the narrative and say, well, maybe they did that because it's hard for them, for their kids to get into college because of affirmative action. It's easier for minority kids to get into a college than it is for, white children. And that's why these parents are having to, do these scams to get their kids into these schools. It's like, really? Really? Like, now it's an affirmative action debate as opposed to just blaming damn Aunt Becky. I mean, it's a bullshit. Like, so do you guys see, like, how no matter what they do, it'll be twisted away to, now we want to look into affirmative action and maybe now we should make college open to everybody. Well, how does that negate the fact that this woman spent over $500,000 to lie to get her daughter into school? Like, don't change the topic at hand. Let's address the topic. You got Jussie Smollett looking at 64 years for his street meat case. Meanwhile, now y'all want to turn this into an affirmative action debate. That's bullshit. When I saw that today, it really upset me. Let me read these super chats. Jazzy J, you done donated almost $200 tonight, boo. Boo. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Jazz says, no, seriously, T, I don't like tea, but I want to support you. Hold on. How can I support you other than catching your live streams? Join my membership, my Patreon, or my PayPal. Everything should be in the description. Go to my videos, click more, and you'll see my description. It has all my links. It has my PayPal link, my Patreon link, and then you can join the membership here on YouTube. So those are ways you can support me. But just you doing these super chats tonight is support enough. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm humbled that you donated so many times. That means a lot. Again, I don't beg anybody for anything. So thank you so much. Crystal Chronicles, thank you for the super chat. She says, just a little something from your favorite mod. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, her name is Felicity Huffman. Thank you. Yeah, they're trying to, Jackie, I agree. Jackie says anything to discredit minorities. And I really feel like that's what they're doing, because what does this have to do with anything? These people made a big mistake by sitting there doing that with these universities. The guy Singer, who's behind all this fuck shit, he definitely needs to go to jail. But the thing that's really sad is that you have regular people who really want to go to these schools, and some of them do have the grades. They did the right thing in high school. They have 4.0 degrees and, not degrees, but 4.0, high school credit scores and all that stuff. GPAs, that's what I'm trying to say, GPAs. And they can't go into these schools because maybe they don't, they can't get affirmative action. Not everybody qualifies for that. And their parents can't afford it. The thing is, Rebecca, you could afford to, to get your daughter into these schools, but your daughter obviously was dumb as a bag of rocks and didn't try in high school. Because if she did the right thing and she really put her best foot forward and she really tried, you wouldn't have to, come up with this elaborate scheme to get both your daughters into USC. So that's bullshit to me that they're not trying to change the narrative. Let's see here. Tiffany Robinson says affirmative action never really benefited black people anyways. White people been doing this for years. Yes, affirmative action has more or less benefited white women because it also benefits women as well. So, yeah, it hasn't benefited a lot of minorities to that extent that people try and act like it has. Anna Johnson says she believes Geronda Price was recently at R. Kelly's court case. That's interesting. She must want that old thing back. Y'all seen how R. Kelly was walking with them damn bull legs? They had a big debate in my Instagram comment section about that. Somebody was like, he hung because the way he walked, how bull-legged guys walk. And then somebody else was like, you fucking pervert. Stop it. And it was just like this big argument. I was reading the comments dying laughing. But anyways, let's see here. There's no need for no women co-signing. Women benefit from affirmative action also. Exactly. Jay says, fuck Elvis. The population of whites in college is a landslide compared to the population of blacks in college. Cindy said, I'm on my 4th year and it's a $40,000 loan. No mother nor daddy paying for it. And that's the part that's just, it's sad, because so many of us get into that college trap. And college is not cheap. And we're telling kids that that's the way to make it in this world is to get a college degree and everything else. And a lot of kids are ending up in student loan debt. And then they're not able to find work after school. So, it's really hard. And I think you need to really think about, depending on what you want to do. Not everything requires college. Sometimes parents just need to support their kids' vision. Maybe college is not for your child. Maybe your child is talented in other ways. Now if your child wants to be a doctor or nurse, then they damn sure better go to college. I don't want them, pretending to be doctors like that kid in Florida. You definitely need a degree for that. But certain things you don't need a degree for. So maybe instead of Rebecca trying to, put unnecessary expectations on her daughter, Olivia Jade, maybe she should have really looked at her daughter and be like, you know what, you're not that damn bright, but you are cute. She's a cute girl. And you seem to like this whole socialite shit. And maybe encourage her to just be a damn socialite, posting shit on Instagram and, talking to a damn camera and being a YouTuber. Because it seemed like that's what she had more passion for than actually anything pertaining to school. So that entire situation is just a hot mess. Alex Laney, thank you for the super chat. Alex Laney says they should have given her the money and let her start a business. Thank you. $500,000. She could have started several businesses. And my thing is the father's already a self-made man. He's a designer. Rebecca, I keep saying her name like that. Rebecca, she's an A-list actress. So really, her daughter didn't necessarily need a college degree. They could have started her own clothing line, her own business. And because of who her parents are, she could have took on the family business by designing, newer, hipper stuff for Massimo. It's like sometimes you have to think outside the box. But see, the problem is you have a lot of parents who want to front and live vicariously again through their children. Because maybe Lori McGoughlin, a.k.a. Rebecca, maybe when she was growing up, her family couldn't afford for her to go to a prestigious college like, USC, the University of South Central. Maybe they couldn't afford to send her there. And so she's always had visions of her children going to those schools. So that's another way that sometimes parents live vicariously through their children. So sometimes it's not always sports. Sometimes it's not always pushing your child to model or sing or dance. Sometimes it's college. How many parents, have you heard saying, oh, well, my child is so smart and my child is going to a 4-year university, and literally the child ends up dropping out within a year because there's so much pressure, or the child is just not built for a university. There's nothing wrong with going to a technical school. There's nothing wrong with going to a vocational school. As you guys all know, my oldest is a senior this year. He will be graduating high school. And shout out to Mr. J. Wilson for that college book that you wrote, and that I had helped. He had like a GoFundMe, so I had helped GoFund it or whatever. And he sent me a copy of it, and it took me a while to read it because I've been busy. But on my way to LA, I did email him, let him know I finally got a chance to read your book. And I read the whole book on my flight to LA because it was like a 3-hour flight, but it was an easy read. And there was so much good information in that book. And, you know, it really helped me because, as you guys know, my childhood was definitely different. I was, you know, I was sick as a kid, you know, dealing with a chronic illness. So nobody ever talked to me about college, going to school. Nobody really thought I would even live past the age of 18. Like, that was my childhood. Like, she's about to die, so don't get too close to her. And so I still deal with a lot of stuff from that. So, you know, like, nobody ever, like, that was just not a conversation, like, me in college. So I didn't even know where to start with my son. So I had to, like, really, like, ask family members, and, you know, I read his book, and, you know, just figuring stuff out. And I know a lot of people, like, brag, like, oh, my child is going here, my child is going there. And for me, I feel like I don't want my child having a bunch of student loan debt. I don't want my child, you know, going for a degree that he may not want to go for. Like I told him, you know, I don't care what you want to do in life, but whatever you choose to do, you need to enjoy what you do. You know what I'm saying? You have to enjoy your job, you know, because when you enjoy your job, it's not a job. And I love what I do here on YouTube. I take my YouTube seriously. I take this as a job. It's a passion for me, you know, and everybody can't be a YouTuber, and I understand that. But even if it's, you know, you become, you know, your own entrepreneur, you run your own business, you create your own tech company, you invent something, you know, sometimes we have to think, you know, we have to help kids think outside the box. And until a child is really ready, don't go putting them in a university when they have a mentality like Rebecca's daughter. She does not have a college mentality. She could barely get through high school. She had no business as USC. That wasn't her passion. You know what I'm saying? So when you see that that's not your child's passion, you need to steer them in a different direction. You know, so maybe let's not put you in a 4-year college because, you know, you're not really college age material right now. You're still young. Sometimes it's better to put them in a technical college. Let them do a 2-year college. Let them go after a 2-year degree and let them get comfortable with that first. And then if they want to go back and get their master's or go back and get their bachelor's, then they can always do that as well. So I think sometimes parents live vicariously through their kids, and they feel like, well, because I didn't go to, you know, a prestigious college, and if I can get my child into one, just to brag and say, well, my child goes to Duke, my child goes to USC, my child goes to Yale or Harvard or Stanford, because again, it's something that the parents can brag about. But is that child really mentally ready, mentally prepared, and can they handle that? Because you don't want to get your child into a school where you're paying $40,000, $50,000 a year, and, you know, your child ends up dropping out, or, you know, it ends up taking them more than 4 years to finish school. And now they're in a bunch of debt, and you're in a bunch of debt. Nobody should be going into debt behind college unless it's a degree that you really, really need and you can make money for once you get out of school. Let me go ahead and read some of these comments. Oh, you guys are laughing at me saying, Rebecca. Rebecca. Jane Rary says, exactly, it's a slap. Okay, Erica says it's a slap in the face to me because I'm in 11th grade working my butt off to get into a good college, doing countless hours of studying and staying after school and extra credit. Yeah, that definitely is, and it's not fair, and that's the sad part. Nikki Love says, I agree, college can sometimes be unnecessary debt. It can be. Malik says, a job is hard to find overall. Jaleesa says, T, you should write a book about your life. People tell me to do that all the time. But I'm like, my life ain't that damn interesting. I don't know. Maybe one of these days. Yeah, I've had a very, I don't know. My life is weird. It's definitely in a whole different, I don't know, direction than people thought. So it's funny. And you know what I found out? My high school reunion is coming up. And I'm going to go. And at first, I was like, I don't know if I want to go. But the school president found me. Like, he found me. He found me a few years ago on YouTube. And I remember he emailed me. And he has a very unique name. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I know you. And he was like, you know, I didn't know you were a YouTuber. This is so cool. So he ended up finding me on Facebook because I have like this private Facebook page with like only maybe 60 friends. I barely let anybody on my private Facebook page. It's just like strictly for people that I know in real life that I deal with, friends, family, shit like that. So he ended up finding my private Facebook page. So he sent me a message and he sent me a request, and we were talking this morning. And he was like, you're going to come to the reunion? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I wasn't popular in high school. I probably hung with like 6 people total. I didn't really have a lot of friends. And so it's just like, I don't know. Like, it's weird. Like, do these people even know who I am? Like, whatever. But I ended up talking to like one of my guy friends, and he was really popular in high school. And he was one of those popular guys that was actually nice to me. So people like that, I really respect them. Like, he never made fun of me. Like, I wasn't the cute girl at all, okay? I used to get clowned, and people just were mean and call me African booty scratcher, and I used to go through it, honey. And so, even though he was really popular, he was just always just really genuinely nice to me. So he is on my Facebook page. So me and him were talking this morning. Shout out to you. And he told me, he was like, no, you should go to the high school reunion. He's like, you're doing so good in life, and, you're where probably nobody thought you would be, because I was not popular. So he's like, no, you should be proud of your accomplishments and the things that you've done, and you really should go. So he really encouraged me. So I think I'm going to go. I have a lot of stuff coming up in June. I'm going to be in Vegas probably like twice because I had some things going on in June. But I will end up leaving Vegas to come back to Minnesota to go to my high school reunion. So he taught me into it this morning. Because I was like, I went to the little high school reunion page, and I felt so out of place. I'm like, I kind of recognize these people, but I don't know. Sorry for ranting, but yeah, I'm going to go. I finally decided to. And I mean, after all, the school, my class president hit me up. So I thought that was really dope of him to like hit me up and was like, you got to come. Like, and he was always really nice to me, honestly. The class president, he was honestly always nice to me. Very down to earth, very humble. So I like him. I liked him a lot. Yes, I used to be called African booty scratcher, yo. Like, they used to harass me in school. Annette says, nah, I hated high school. Yeah, like, I couldn't wait to get out of high school. I'm telling you, when I left high school, I did not look back. I left high school, I had my son, and I did not look back. Like, literally, I don't know. I see some people from high school, like, here and there, or people would hit me up, like, on Facebook, like, oh, I went to school with you, and I'm like, oh, okay, hi, But unless, like, I talked to you, you ate lunch with me, you came to my house, you broke bread with me, my family, you ate fufu with us, like, no, like, nah. Like, I don't know you like that. So, I mean, it's funny. So, just don't trip too much about high school. The people that you're in high school with now, that's why I always tell y'all, when you look back on it, like 5-10 years later, like all this shit that you're stressing over, like trying to fit in and be cool and wear the, latest Jordans and the latest clothes, all that shit is not even gonna matter 10 years from now at all. And some of the same ones, like a lot of people who were like real popular and hip, like all the pretty girls, the ones who had bodies, because I was really bony in high school. I was like straight up and down, no tits, no ass, nothing. And a lot of the girls who had bodies who were like really developed, like a lot of them now are big as hell. Not trying to be no shade. I'm just saying. So, sometimes the skinny girls, what I'm saying, all those little bony girls get thick, so don't worry about none of that stuff. Like just enjoy the moment, like those people who like you and live in the moment. Enjoy your time in high school and don't take that stuff too personal and treat people right. If that's the one thing I always tell my boys, what I'm saying? Treat people right, because honestly, you never know who people will be in the future. And that's why I'm still so cool with that guy who was so popular, because he was one of the few kids when we be in class, he would stop people from making fun of me. He would have people like, man, y'all leave her alone. Like, he was like, I remember shit like that. Oh my God, I'm about to cry. Ooh, let me get it together. I'm so glad I'm not on camera, because I used to get fucked with in high school. Yep, I did, yep. Fights, all that stuff. But, it is what it is. Oh, y'all gonna have me crying here, man. Yeah, high school was hard. I'm glad my camera's not on. So, and then, you know, when you live in the hood, like, there's no mercy. People don't care. They don't care if you were in the hospital for like a month. They're still gonna clown you and make fun of you and all that stuff. Let me read this super chat. Jay Wilson. Oh, hey, Jay. I'm being a baby right now. Yeah, but I'm gonna go to my reunion. I'm gonna keep my head up. I'm proud of myself. Come a long way. I've come a long way. And people have tried to knock me and take my blessings from me and try to steal my joy, backstab me. But it's all good. I've come a long way. And I'm proud of myself. And it took me years to be proud of myself. You know, my whole childhood, people didn't think I'd live past the age of 18. And I'm here. I didn't think I'd ever, I remember crying when my son had made it to kindergarten, my oldest son. And I kept thinking to myself, like, you know, I may not even see him graduate high school, and he'll be graduating this year. You know, and people told me that I probably wouldn't make it to high school graduation, and I'm here to see my oldest son graduate. So I'm very grateful for my blessings. And I don't mean to be a big baby right now, but I just had a lot of flashbacks. Like, high school wasn't the best for me at all. So the people that I, like, that really were genuine people to be in high school, I hold them really close. That's why I have that little private Facebook page, and I have over 3,000 requests in my Facebook bucket, and I don't approve none of them, because these people, I didn't know them. Like, y'all didn't like me, y'all made fun of me, y'all, you know, try to beat me up, just all types of crazy stuff. So no, I don't want to be fake and, you know, talk about what. But yeah, let me read this super chat. I'm sorry, you guys, I didn't mean to like throw the show off with my high school tears. But Jay Wilson says, T, love you, T. Did not ask you to promote me, but you did. You are good people. No, Jay Wilson, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. No, it's not about promotion. I really enjoyed your book. And I remember when you said that people were trying to, you emailed me and you said people were trying to knock you and they were saying that your book sucked. And I told you, you know, basically ignore them. People who aren't building anything, people who don't have shit, people who ain't never had shit, they're the most critical people, you know, and reading that book on the plane, it really helped me, you know, because now I can talk to my son about college and give him other choices, because, again, that was never a conversation that I was able to have with my family, because nobody thought I would make it to go to college. So your book gave me, like, a lot of really good insights, and we just been able to talk about stuff and figure out some stuff for him. So thank you so much. And I'm glad I ran across your video. And when I seen you were trying to write that, I was like, no, I got to support this. This is something positive. So thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Cherry Pops. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, she says, Auntie, don't cry. I wish I met a male friend who defended me when all the people in school clomped my ass. There are a lot of boys who were so rude. Yes. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, high school was hard. It wasn't easy, but it gets better. Like, it really does. Thank you so much. Mama G 128 says, love you, sis. God's plan for you are great, and the best is yet to come. Thank you so much, Mama G. I appreciate it. Horny for chocolate. Okay, first of all, I love that name. Horny for chocolate sent a $9.99 super chat. Jay Wilson sent me here. Oh, thank you, Jay Wilson, for sending people here. I appreciate it. Brown Sugar 24 says, I went to an all-white school and I used to get clowned too. A lot of those same ones now want to be with me. Keep your head up, sis. Do your thing. You are young and successful. God bless you. Thank you so much, sis. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the love. I'm so embarrassed. But you know how sometimes, like, you just, you know, you start talking about stuff and it takes you, you know, to, like, that place, you know, so it was a lot. But no, like, he really, we had a really good conversation. We were talking on Facebook, and he was like, no, T, you gotta go to the reunion. Like, I'm just proud of you. He was like, you were so quiet back then, and he's just shocked, like, you know, that I'm doing this, because he was like, you know, you were like the quiet girl in the class, like, you really didn't talk to many people. So and he was just one of those really cool dudes, just very, very nice. So I appreciate him for encouraging me to go to my reunion. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Let's see here. Makeup by Morgan. I love that name, Makeup by Morgan. I want to say I love you. And high school was hell for me. I was treated like shit also, but watching you on YouTube has made me become stronger. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Brittany C sent a super chat. She says, you're successful and you're here, and go and be proud. They will be losers. Believe me. Enjoy yourself. Fuck the haters. Tell them to follow you. Thank you so much. Brittany, I appreciate that as well. So we've been on here for an hour and 34 minutes. Thank you, Lovelyti, for the donation. I appreciate it. Jazzy says, I wasn't popular either. I didn't get bullied because people knew better. But now every chick who hated on me be on my dick on IG and Facebook. What you said about 5 years after high school is very true. It is, Jazzy. And that's how it is. Like, that's why I still find it odd now. You know, people will get mad like, oh, why do y'all give her compliments and she's always saying thank you? She's just a weirdo. But you got to realize, like, nobody told me I was pretty in high school. No, I was not the pretty chick. You know, I didn't have no body, none of that stuff. So when people are like, oh, T, you're pretty, or I like your look, I'm always still shocked by that and humble. Like, thank you. Like, I didn't hear stuff like that growing up. Not even in my household. So, you know, thank you guys so much. Let's see. Oh, Devin. Devin is one of my favorite bloggers. He's been with me, man, for the past 4 years. I love my bloggers, you guys. They become like family. You know, I know a lot of them wanted to ride for me when a bunch of mess was going on, and I told them, nope, don't y'all say nothing. Stay out them raggedy-ass YouTube streets. We know what it is. We know that y'all, you know, y'all be out here looking out. All y'all get paid for anything y'all do for me, and I love my bloggers. Thank you so much, Devin. He says, love you, T, and stunt on them at your reunion. Thank you. I definitely will. I appreciate it. Blue Raspity says, T, please go to that reunion looking like the successful, sexy goddess you are and slay on them hoes. Oh my gosh, y'all got me over here blushing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Blue Raspity. Oh my goodness, Stephanie. Oh, Stephanie Hickson donated $99. She says, hope this helps you to keep bringing us the tea, sis. I think I met you in Vegas in a Caesar slot group. No, that wasn't me, but I will be back in Vegas. I'm not a part of a Caesar slot group, but that sounds interesting. You're going to have to send me some information about that. But thank you so much for the super chat. I truly appreciate it. Res G Soto says, we all have our moments, T. Don't apologize. If we had the chance, we'd be breaking bread, eating fufu at the crib. LOL, real recognize, real always. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Deep thinker and Hogwarts pupil. I love y'all's names. That's why I love y'all's names. He says, like you said, nobody knows the time nor the hour, and God has something bigger for you in store. Oh, thank you. That is so true. I appreciate that. And then we have Art Official JV sent a $24.99 super chat, says, love you, T. I love you too. Thank you guys so much. You guys made me feel better. You guys did. I didn't know that was weighing so heavy on me because I was just really nervous and things like that. But yeah, thank you guys. I am. I'm gonna go and, you know, hold my head up and everything else. But you guys, we had a really good conversation today. This was an awesome super chat session, live stream. I'm sorry my camera went out. We'll have it fixed. And if I can't figure out the settings, I would definitely just go back to using my video camera that I've been using. But no, I just want to thank you guys for coming through the night. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. Let me see. I think we got one more person. Brenda says, you are loved and cherished. Hashtag Fufu Gang. Hey. That is one of my favorite meals. Thank you so much. So you guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. We had therapy tonight, right? Good. I'm so glad it was therapeutic for a lot of you guys, you know. Sometimes we all go through things, you know. We're humans at the end of the day, and you know, just realize that life is short, and you know, just live your best life. Live your best life, and don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the negativity. A lot of people told me through my whole life I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be anything, and you know, I had my son really young, and you know, people doubted me, and those same people now are asking me for loans, asking me for advice, asking me for help, you know. But and a lot of people I do help, and that's the problem. My heart is too big, and sometimes I let the wrong people in, you know. But I've learned. I'm learning. You know, sometimes when you're a nice person, people take advantage of that. So I'm learning, and I'm definitely being more selective on who I give my energy to. You know, everything we go through in life, good or bad, I always take it as a learning lesson. So I thank you guys so much for spending this evening with me. I'm glad you guys liked the live stream. GT says, stun on them, sis. I definitely will. Thank you. You guys are still donating. Oh, my goodness. Nikki Love says, some people recognize your light but can't handle the glare. Regardless, keep shining. Ooh, I love that. Thank you so much, sis. That's the truth. That is the truth. Thank you. Aveline Viston said, we love you, T. Please don't cry. Thank you for the super chat, and I love you guys, too. And I'm glad that this ended up being a positive Sunday. Thank you guys for staying on here with me for an hour and 40 minutes. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it means a lot to me, and thank you guys for the advice. Yes, T, I definitely will protect my energy. I definitely will do that. So we will meet again next Sunday. Same bat time, same bat channel, and hopefully I'll have some video. I have video working for you guys, but I'm glad you guys hung in there through, you know, the video issues and stuff like that. Let's see here. Shayna James says, and to think it all started when you turned on your camera and showed the world who you were. You are loved. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Tokovia Pitts sent 20. She says, I felt your tears, T. Been there, sis. My story runs deep. Love your energy. He promised that your enemies will be made your footstool. Stand on them at your reunion. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. You guys made me feel so much better. I didn't even mean to make it go this way. But it means a lot. Thank you guys for all just the positive messages. Thank you, Kenneth Smith. Love you too. Thank you for the super chat. So you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I don't want to make this too long. You guys have a good evening. You guys have a good week. I'm definitely going to try and spill some more tea. I'm trying to make up for last time that I was in Florida. So I'll be doing, you know, quite a few voiceovers just to, you know, keep the tea flowing and everything. So I will see you guys. If I don't make any videos tomorrow, I'll definitely have some videos by Tuesday. So stay tuned. And I'm going to try and find out some more information on the whole Kyle Massey situation. I'm going to dig into that. And Kyle Massey's family members, feel free to DM me and let me know, you know, whatever information you guys have. So thank you guys. Good night. One last super chat. Maya Michelle, body cam at the reunion. You are messy. I may not have a body cam, but I would definitely live stream. And we'll see. I'm going to be like, me and my tea sippers are here. If y'all try and bully me, they will find you on social media. No, I'm just kidding. But thank you guys so much. You guys have a good evening. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I will talk to you guys later, okay? Bye. Love you guys.